we're going to switch over to trivia. But before we start trivia, if you've been following our social media, I know 109 of you have submitted responses for this. We're going to announce the winners of the Ultimate Goal guessing competition. This competition ran until last Wednesday. It ran for a week until last Wednesday, before the Ultimate Goal game was released. We had 109 responses, and many of them were actually pretty close to what the game would be. We did have a lot of people saying it's a ball game, but it ended up being a ring game.
Oh, wow.
So before I announce who the winner is, I'm going to read off some of the things that they said in describing the game. So when predicting what the game pieces would be, they described them as pucks or cylinders, which is what a ring is. It's a cylinder with a hole in the middle. And this is what really got them the win. When they were predicting the other field elements, they said it would be a vertical goal with a hole in the side with tiers, low and high goal, kind of like infinite recharge. And so by describing the goals as being like this, rather than you having to loft something in like we've had in the past with Velocity Vortex, that's what won it for them. I don't think anybody got the end game or the wobble goal in our entire thing. That came out of nowhere. But it was a pretty cool. It was pretty cool to read your suggestions, and if you guys are into it, definitely let us know, and we'll try to do something every year. So with that being said, the winner of this.
Drum roll, please.
The winner was Joshua from Team 12835, Pixelated. He has won a $50 Amazon gift card.
Yay!
So, round of applause for
Respect,
Joshua.
respect.
We'll reach out to you on Discord and email to make sure that you get that $50 card.
All right, and now we will officially switch over to the fun trivia. We've already selected someone from the audience, have we?
Yes, we have Elon, actually, who I'm going to pronounce correctly
Elon.
for the first...
Elon.
I was so excited I was going to get it right, but apparently not. So, all right, let's well, Elon, we'll pretend Elon didn't hear anything I just said there as we bring him in. Elon, how's it going? Oh, I can't hear you at all, Elon. I see you speaking, but I don't hear anything from you. Hold on, that might be my fault. All my stuff is still messed up from the University Challenge. 1 second. Hold on.
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
So awesome. So all right. So let's go through how the game is played. And you're going to play against Ashray today. So Ashray is for $20 as we go through here. And it's $20 cash if you want. By the way, we'll send it to you via either PayPal or I don't know, any of the other tons of ways to do it. You want Cash App? We can do Cash App. So, so with that said, there's going to be 5 questions that we ask you. You are based on time for the tiebreaker, so you need to go as quickly as possible. If you don't know, you can say pass. We'll come back to it. If you give any other answer other than pass, so that is the response we will take for you. So 5 questions once again as we go through. Elan, do you have any questions at all?
No.
All right. So with that said, we're going to ask that Ashray take his headphones off. We'll wave back to him once we're ready. And get some music on in here, and your time begins in, actually, there we go. Thanks, Ashan. I totally forgot we got to bring you in here on this. So your time begins in 3, 2, 1. What do the rings that are not preloaded onto the robot go at the start of the match? Where do the rings, I'm sorry?
The starter, the starter stack point.
How many oh, I'm sorry, was there your question or the answer?
Yeah, no, that was it.
Okay. How many Plainfield tiles are required to set up a field for a virtual competition?
Oh, well, wait, if it's 36, I'll 18.
What is the maximum number of pages in the engineering portfolio? How many is it allowed to be?
15.
What sport are the people playing in the navigation image underneath the blue side tower?
Tennis.
What is the maximum number of rings that can be played on the playing field at once? Or that can be on the playing field at once?
10.
In time. All right. How'd you feel you did?
I don't know. I was expecting like trivia, but this was like recent stuff, like historical trivia.
Well, sometimes it's historical, sometimes it's recent. So we'll see you on there. All right, we're going to put you on hold for just a second. and we'll come back to you there, and we'll get Ashray to come back. Give Ashray a big wave so he knows to come back. All right, there he goes. All right, Ashray, you there?
Yeah, is it my turn?
It will be in just a second. So
right.
Alon thought he did pretty well, so we'll see on this. Well, he was a little surprised by the question, so we'll see how surprised you are in this. All right, with that said, your time begins in 3, 2, 1. Where do the rings that are not preloaded onto the robot go at the start of the match?
The rings are in front of the robots, like for autonomous detection, and then they're with the human player. Those two places.
How many playing field tiles are required to set up a field for a virtual competition?
For like remote events, that would be 24.
What is the maximum number of pages the engineering portfolio is allowed to be?
Oh, I did not know they announced this. I'm gonna go with 12.
What
12.
sport are the people playing in the navigation image underneath the blue side tower?
Soccer?
What is the maximum number of rings that can be on the playing field at once?
Oh, 20.
And time. All right, let's bring back Alon on here. His name I'm going to always mispronounce forever, so...
No, that was right.
Oh, all right. I just got to remember that now permanently, so perfect. All right, so it's been like 2 years and I still can't get it right, so sorry, man. All right, so let's go back through these questions one by one, and we'll see if you're going home with $20 or if we're going to move on $30 for our next show. All right, where do the rings that are not preloaded onto the robot go at the start of the match? Alon said the starter stack. Ashray said the human player. It's actually in the logo 0-0. How many playing field tiles are required to set up a field for virtual competition? Alon said 18. Ashray said 24. 24 is correct. 1-0 for Ashray. What is the maximum number of pages in the engineering portfolio allowed to be? Alon said 15. Ashray said 12. It's 15. 1-1 going into this. What sport are the people playing in the navigation image underneath the blue side tower? This is a hard question, by the way. So,
Yeah.
So it's a random guess, I guess. So Alon said tennis. Ashray said soccer. It's actually basketball. 1-1. What is the maximum number of rings? How'd you not get that, Ashray? Come on. What is the maximum number of rings that can be on the playing field at once? So Alon said 10. Ashray said 20. We're actually going to accept both of those because it's 20 for a full field and 10 for virtual. Thank you, chat, on that. So 2-2. So it's going to come down to time. This is why we say you got to go as quickly as possible, both for our host and for our guest. 2-2. So Ashray, your time was 54 seconds.
That's
Oh, no.
Alon, your time was 57 seconds. Ashray takes it by 3 seconds.
Oh,
Nice.
Alon,
it
thank you
out.
so much for playing. Nice try on that,
Thank
man.
you.
Close
Thank
one
you.
there. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. So close one there, but 3 seconds. Ashray, you're taking it, and that means $30 for our next trivia.
wow.
Ashray.
I have no words. Wow.
Asha, you didn't study the,
You
the
told me
images
in-
under the goal? You didn't.
Yeah,
you
in your
didn't
last
take
show,
the
you
time?
told me that the trivia was too easy, so you had to make it hard.
Yeah.
I made it hard. I knew that you were going to be playing.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of expecting ultimate goal related questions, but what would have really thrown people off is if you like all of a sudden hit us with some like antique questions with some like first history or something. But anyways, oh god, that was crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
And then for the first question, which was where do rings that are not preloaded on the robot go at the start of the match? They clearly define this in the pre-section, and it's super confusing. But yeah, definitely, if you didn't know that, go read the game manual.
I heard that question. I was like, okay, I mean, what? They're like, they start in the starter stack, and then they also start in like with the human player. But that
They start in the logo.
Apparently.
Cool. So thank you for all the follows and subscriptions we've received today. Don't forget that you can subscribe for free if you or your parents have Amazon Prime. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of FTC Recap. If you want to stay connected with what First Updates Now FTC is doing, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at FunFTC. And join our Discord through the link in the chat.
We're always looking for feedback, so reach out to us on the Fun Discord to let us know what ideas you have for future shows. We want to bring you the content that you guys want.
On behalf of myself, Ishan, Ashray, and our producer Tyler working behind the scenes, I would like to thank you for tuning in.
All right, and cut.
All right.
Nice job, everybody.
Oh, trivia is so stressful.
It's so much harder when you do it live.
I know. Like
I'm glad
whenever
I
I'm like
never have to
watching
do
a
it.
show, whenever I'm like watching a show, I'm like, that question's easy.
Well,
And then
and I think too, because like there's music and that sort of thing the audience hears that you don't get to hear on stuff. It's just
Right.
like this dead silence for you as you're trying to think,
yeah,
and that can make it a bit tougher. So
3 seconds though.
all right, we did get a little bit long, so I'm gonna actually hop off so I can start some
Yep.
renders. But thank you,
Cool.
chat, for tuning in. Good luck with Ultimate Goal, and crew, nice job once again.
Yep. We'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
All right, take
Thanks.
care. Thanks for watching. If you want more fun content, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Thanks to all of our co-executive producers on Patreon and Tier 2 Plus subscribers on Twitch, keeping fun loud, live, and independent.